Welcome back to Weather Now. Houston Chronicle meteorologist Justin Ballard is back again to help us tackle a very important topic for chocolate lovers ahead of Valentine's Day. Thanks for being here, Justin.
Thanks for having me. A three-peat this week.
And thanks for filling in yesterday. So today's topic is actually tied to what you discussed on Monday with Elise, answering the question, how has climate change affected cacao production and those chocolate prices?
The chocolate prices, I think that's the bottom line, is you're going to check out if you've not gotten your chocolate yet. I haven't. I've got a lot left over, but if you haven't gotten your chocolate yet, you're likely going to pay a higher price. And here's at least some idea of why. 70%, that's a whopping number, of the world's cacao is grown in this region that you see here of West Africa. We can zoom in a little further. In Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana, 58% of the world's total cacao production comes from these two countries, these two West African countries. And we've seen a number of inclement weather events over the last couple of years in these regions. One of those, I know we talked about this during hurricane season last year, was actually just how rainy things were in Western Africa as well.
Incredible. And so since last February, those prices, is that right? They've increased more than 200%?
The price for cocoa has gone up by more than 200%. Now it's weighed, or it's kind of by metric ton, so those numbers are huge already. But yes, heavy persistent rains in West Africa.
And why does that matter?
So why heavy rains matter? Yeah. We've got a longer growing season. We've got more pests that kind of flourish in warmer, wetter conditions, and fungus.
Fungus.
All of those things. There's a fungus among us. And for cacao seeds specifically, that's obviously not a good thing. The mealybug population has also flourished again, thanks in part to the warmer, wetter conditions, and that transmits viruses to those trees. NOAA actually estimates the virus, forget the name of the virus, but the virus that the mealybug transmitted to trees killed an estimated 200 million cacao-producing trees.
200 million?
Between 2022 and 2024. So it definitely has some wide-reaching impacts. I actually spoke with Annie Rupani at Cacao and Cardamom. She's a local chocolate maker, chocolatier. She's been in business for 10 years in the Galleria area, and the price for producing chocolate for those bonbons that she produces in store, every step of the way since the last 10 years, those processes have gotten more and more expensive.
Wow, and you basically said that they've doubled?
Prices for the individual bonbons when she opened up her first store, $1.85. They're now $3.85. There's only so much that she can pass on to the consumers. So things like even energy bills have gone up to keep, because obviously chocolate's temperamental. Right. You know, she has to keep it a certain temperature in there, and even the cost to keep things cool. I mean, we feel it, you know, in our homes. Yeah. The cost to keep things cool has gone up as well. So let's talk about the rising costs.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time building this graphic right here.
I did, by hand.
And it looks like it's starting to go on an exponential uptrend right there at the very end.
Yeah, and this is just from July 2022 to January 2024. So the numbers from January 2024 to now don't look too dissimilar, but they're, you know, still expensive. And this is looking at the percent change cost of cocoa. So from July 2022 to January 2024, more than 136% increase in that short, less than 2-year time stretch. So warmer, wetter conditions making for more.
So we need to diversify where these trees are, and they are being grown in more places now, but why are the prices still not coming down?
Because cocoa butter is in very high demand, and most of the cocoa is still produced in West Africa, and cocoa butter across multiple industries, cosmetics, chocolate making, all of those are making commodities, driving demand up for those specific products.
I like white chocolate, which is basically just pure cocoa butter and some sugar.
White chocolate
and so maybe I'll cut back
70 dark though.
Yeah.
You know, I do my part.
I had a friend that tried like 90% dark. He's like, it tastes like a tire.
It's just like dirt. Yeah.
Okay, so we should expect sticker shock a little bit.
Probably.
And
more than likely.
Probably not going to change anytime soon.
Not likely.
You're full of good news. Thank you so much, Justin. All right, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right.